Hey everyone, it's Shannon, the TV Traveler, and I have been test driving a Land Rover Discovery this week. This is a really sweet car. I can't wait to show you guys everything it has to offer. All right, let's first go over the basics of the car, the things that you definitely need to know. The Land Rover Discovery is a $67,000 car. It comes with a 4-year, 50,000-mile unlimited warranty. And I'm looking down a little bit because I have a whole notebook here of things that I want to make sure I don't miss telling you. It also comes with 4-year, 50,000-mile roadside assistance. It is a 3.0 liter turbocharged diesel engine, 6-cylinder. It does take diesel fuel. It's 254 horsepower, 8-speed automatic transmission, and 4-wheel drive. The gas mileage is 23 miles per gallon combined. It gets about 21 city and 26 highway, and that's per the window sticker, and that's been my experience this week too. I'm getting about 22, 23 miles, and I'm driving it not highway, just around town. So that's been pretty accurate. It has, of course, front, side curtain airbags, everything you'd want and expect in a new car. It has the child safety latch system for your car seats. And some of the other things that this car is equipped with is lane keep assist. So it'll kind of nudge you back and forth if it detects that you're going over, out of your lane. The other thing is it has adaptive cruise control, which is one of my absolute favorite features. If you don't know what that is, it just means that if you have your cruise control set and you're coming up on a car in front of you that's going slower, you don't have to brake. The car will slow you down. It'll sense how far away the car is in front of you, and it'll slow you down and speed you back up. So you don't have to constantly be braking and then resuming your cruise control. It's a great feature. It also has blind spot monitoring, so on the side view mirrors on both sides, you'll see an indicator light up if there is a car coming up in the lane next to you. Some of the newer and cooler features that this car comes with is something called automatic speed limiter. So that means if you're going to take a long trip and you don't want to go over 75, and let me tell you, this car will easily do 80, 85, and you don't even realize it. It's a powerful car. Let's say you don't want to go over 75. You can set the automatic speed limiter to 75, so the car will literally not accelerate if you try to go over 75. And it's simple to cancel. Any of the safety features are very easy to cancel with the push of a button. Another really cool feature is the autonomous emergency brake. Now, this car has cameras all around. There's a 360 view, which is really cool. I'll show you that in a minute. And if it senses a forward collision, if it senses a pedestrian or a car in front of you, it is going to help you brake a little bit, and it'll reduce the severity of an impact and possibly even avoid a collision. When you put the car in reverse, this is the view that you get. You have your backup camera, but you also have a 360-degree view of everything around you, and this will tell you if you're getting close to any obstacles on either side. The other thing that's pretty neat is the mirrors adjust down so you can see closer to the side where you're parking. I'm going to put it back in park right now so you can see how they shift up. Cool, huh? Another cool feature is emergency brake assist. So if you slam on your brakes, if the car senses a rapid application of the brakes, it automatically boosts your braking power to maximum. So it's going to help you stop faster. Okay, let's take a little tour around this car. It's got some really nice wood accents that are very pretty. I like that. Nice Windsor leather seating. You've got these cool adjustable armrests. Okay, this is the passenger side, but there's also one here on the driver's side. So you can put these down and then twist this to adjust it up and down, so it can be at whatever height you need. I actually did not like mine on the driver's side. I rested my arm right on the console here, which was fine for me, but it's nice to have that option. Speaking of the console, I got something exciting to show you guys. Okay, this is phenomenal. It's a cooler in there, right? You can switch it right on and off here. And if you need to keep your drinks cold or something for your kids or for your baby, I mean, that is a dream come true if you ask me. Moving on, you've got all of these inputs, HDMI, SIM card, 2 USBs, 12 volt, all here. And there is a little opening. So when you plug in your cords and then you close the console, it doesn't squish your cords. So that's really nice. You can kind of see in there. Yeah. The cup holders are fantastic size. Not only does it fit my big water bottle, but if you wanted to, you can take this little thing out. Come on out. There we go. This comes out, okay? You can see that it's got these little grips in there to hold on to different size drinks. They are, they're flexible. So you can put different size drinks in there and it'll keep them sturdy. But if you have like a super big Slurpee or something, that'll still fit in there. It's great. Now, under the cup holders, more storage. Also, this will close. It looks nice and smooth and fancy if you don't have any cups to put in there. But I always have cups. I always have a coffee and my huge water bottle. Now, under here, you've got a little bit of extra space. I kind of put my phone in there or the key, but you got to be careful because it's really out of sight. Like when I'm just sitting up here, you can't see at all inside here. And I've left my phone in there more times this week. So on to all the controls. This is kind of cool. This will only open when the car is off. If the car's running, it will not open at all, but there's more storage in here. You can also put in a DVD if you want the kids to watch a DVD in the back. So now I've got the car running and you can see the entertainment display. Ooh, the sun's in a bad position. Sorry about that. But it's pretty good. The controls are pretty good. They're not super intuitive. It did take me a little bit of time to figure it all out. This is your climate here. So it's been chilly. First thing I usually do when I get in the car is hit the seat warmers, and you can touch there and decide if you want them to be high or low or turn them off. Dual climate control. So you can each have your own heat or cooling level. What else? That's it. Air conditioning. So that's kind of the climate control there. Everything else is going to be done on this touchscreen, and the touchscreen's very responsive. I like it a lot. Pretty easy to figure out. My phone was connected. You can play your own music or podcasts through here. This is another cool thing. You can control not only the seat warmers, but you can fold down the seats in the back if you want to. You can fold them or unfold them, and you can fold and unfold the headrests and the seats. A few of the other convenience features in the Land Rover Discovery that I love are the automatic lights and high beams. So you just get in the car and the lights come on when they're supposed to, the high beams come on when they're supposed to, everything shuts off when it's supposed to. It's great. And there are rain sensing windshield wipers, which is nice. Once it starts to rain a little harder, they'll go a little faster. And the exterior mirrors, side view mirrors, are heated, which is also very nice if you live in a cold climate where there's snow and ice like I do. The car has some really nice lighting at night. There's ambient lighting inside, like below the dash, down at your feet, in the back seat. And also a cool little feature, and when you come up to the car and unlock it, right below the side view mirror, there is a light that shines down on the ground. So you just have a little circle of light right by the car when you're getting in. It's pretty neat. I like it a lot. And of course, the steering wheel is heated, and the front and back seats both have the option to heat too. Another great feature of this car is the heads-up display. So right in front of me, there is a projection on the windshield of my speed and the speed limit. So you never really have to take your eyes off the road to know what your speed is. I want to talk a little bit about the seats in these cars. They are super comfortable. This is probably one of the best headrests I've ever experienced in a car. Okay, you can pull the sides forward so it'll cradle your head, and it's just super cushiony and comfortable. It also will raise and lower. Come down here to your controls, of course, and push this up. You can see it will go up, so you can adjust it however you want. The other adjustments on the seat are the cushion on the bottom. This will go up or down according to however you want it to be. And these sides here, I really don't know what they're called, but you can adjust them so they can kind of hug you a little bit more. They kind of move in and out just ever so slightly. That's also very cool. And of course you have your lumbar support, which will adjust to your liking. So super comfortable, super adjustable seats. And there's also this awesome double sunroof. Another great feature of this car is the assisted parking. So if you need to parallel or perpendicular park in a spot that's a little bit sketchy, you can have the car park for you. Let's see how it works. All right, the first thing you're gonna do is push this button here to activate the park assist. So it says space found, stop and release the wheel. And then you select R. So it's telling me this all on the display here. So now it says reverse with care. You can see I am controlling the speed of the car, so the gas and the brake, but they're controlling the steering. That's just an alert that I'm getting close to another car, but they've got me covered here. Still says reverse with care. It's still steering for me, and I am slowly, all right, now it says stop, select drive, and wait. So I'm gonna select drive, and you can see the steering wheel. Now it says drive forward with care. Driving forward slowly. And now it says stop, park assist finished. So there you go. Just parallel parked this beast with no hands. Okay, so right down here in your console area are all the terrain response controls, okay? This low button will engage the transfer case into low range, which is useful if you need to, if you need enhanced low speed maneuvering, like really extreme off-road conditions. Here you can raise or lower the vehicle, so you can adjust the height of the suspension and you can set and lock it. You can also do that in the rear. There's separate buttons back there. You can, let's see what's next. Oh, the dynamic stability control. Okay, this is what you're going to use typically in a snowy situation or where you might lose control of the vehicle, oversteer, understeer. It can help if the wheels are spinning. It'll apply the brakes to individual wheels, which is a really useful feature, really cool. This here is the speed limiter, like I talked about before. Can limit your speed. And here are all the different options for your terrain. This one here is normal, automatic. You've got here grass, gravel, and snow. So if you have a loose or a slippery situation, this is mud ruts. So a muddy, soft, uneven kind of situation. Here, if you are in dry sand or deep gravel, that's your sand terrain. And over here is your rock crawl, which, man, I want to do that someday. I want to drive a car on a riverbed. Anyway, you know, if you're going over big rocks or something like that, you're going to use your rock crawl. And you've got your hill descent right here, which restricts you to a set speed if you're going down a steep hill. Pretty cool stuff. This car is also equipped with the auto stop feature. You can disable it right here by just clicking that button, which I usually do because I do not like the auto stop feature. I'm just not a fan of it. Whenever you come to a complete stop at a light or a stop sign or in traffic, the engine will shut off. This is supposed to save gas and emissions, but you know, I really think it's negligible, and that feeling of having the car shut down and then start up again, and there's that ever so slight delay before you can accelerate while the car is starting up, I don't know, it bugs me. I don't like it, and I always turn it off. Okay, I'm here in the back seat now, and you can see there's plenty of room. There's just lots and lots of leg room. lots of conveniences. You've got climate control. You have more USB and HDMI inputs down there. There's a remote control so the kids can activate and control their entertainment on the seat back, which is really sweet. Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal when my daughter can sit in the back seat, hook up her phone, and control all of her entertainment, listen to her own music with headphones in the back seat while I can sit in the front seat and listen to a podcast. It's awesome. She could even be watching a movie or anything she wants, and it's not going to bother me. Yay. Let's check out the back of the car. When you use the key to open the back, automatic lift gate, and then this cool inner lift gate that comes down. Excellent for loading groceries, excellent for holding groceries in. It also works if you're tailgating, you can sit on it. It'll hold up to 400 pounds. So that's pretty awesome. There's a button right in here that will raise and lower it for you. That right there, and it goes up. Tons of space, obviously, in this car. There is a third row, which I'll show you in a second, but it's got this nice security screen. That's great. And these buttons back here, which automatically fold and unfold the seats for you. To access the third row, you're going to press this little button right here on the top of the second row seat, and it's going to shift forward for you. Okay, that's as far as it goes though, so you have to then just take the whole thing and pull it, just kind of push it forward. That, whoop, dropped my phone. Okay, so then you don't have a lot of space to get in here. It's not super convenient, but you can get in. And then just pull the seat back. So that was pretty easy. And it automatically kind of lifts up. So I'm sitting in the third row and it's really pretty comfortable. You can see that my knees are not up against my chest, and I have a little bit of room here. It's not a ton, but it's a little bit. My feet are comfortable. The only thing I would say is that the seats in the back are a little bit narrow. You've got this, let me see if I can show you. These, there's a cup holder and kind of this little bit of a space over here. And that makes the seats a little bit narrow, and I kind of feel like I'm sliding off to the side here a little bit on the seat. So that would be my only complaint. Otherwise, I think the third row is pretty comfortable, even for an adult. So that's all for my review of the Land Rover Discovery. I would love to buy this car someday if my husband is listening. If you want to see more of my car reviews, travel, and entertainment, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.